good morning, everybody. Happy February. Today, February 1st. Welcome to your daily pick a card reading. You guys know the deal. You know the dealio. You know how to do a pick a card. You pick a card. Back here, though, are for those celebrating a birthday today. If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday. And what is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Groundhog Day. I tell you what, some groundhog in Puxatawney, Pennsylvania better see his damn shadow. If he doesn't, I'm going groundhog hunting, I'm telling you. Anyhow, let's get on with the show, and I hope you got your coffee. I see mine's in frame. Okay, we are going to start with a roll of the dice. Okay, what do we have? We have the first house. Hopefully you can see that. It is still kind of icky out, cloudy. And, oh, the sun. A double whammy about self. Not that it's a bad thing. And then we've got Pisces. So, how is this read? When we put it like this, okay? And hopefully you guys are picking up on how the astrology dice work. Okay, what is the situation today? The situation is the house of self. Okay, it is the first. It is also the sun. Okay, the sun is the situation, the actor, etc. It's self, it's identity, it's how how others perceive you, how you put yourself out there. So, and the sun is, I'm feeling like being in the spotlight. The situation is being in the spotlight. This feels so very much like self-care. And I got these backwards. It's supposed to be right here. Sun's supposed to be first. It's that self-care energy. Everything is about you. Okay? About you today. And how is it coming across is through Pisces. What is it about you that you are focusing on today? That Pisces is that creative energy, sensitivity, compassion, even intuitive abilities here. And you can even say reflection. So today might be a day as a collective of self-reflection, maybe even tapping into that creative side. I can tell you what, I can relate to that because I am working on my the Crazy Crafter channel. I'm working on some projects, and I got a couple really big ones, and I'll be doing some of that today as well. So I personally can relate to this. I really can. First house is the setting, the place, where things are happening. And again, first house is self and identity. So this is, some of you, what I feel very strong is soul searching, tapping into that creative energy of yours, and maybe even creating something beautiful. But it is about self-discovery, I feel today. Okay, keeping the dice in mind, let's go ahead through the rest of this. You chose card number 1. Oh, dog just bumped my camera. You've got the Lovers. Now, the Lovers, as you know, is traditionally the choice card and making certain decisions. It is also relationships, okay? So today, if you chose card number 1, might be related to your relationships. And taking the dice into consideration, a day of figuring out how you fit into a certain relationship, a certain partnership. And focusing on yourself first, is this relationship working for me, might be the question. Okay? And there's a lot of reflection. Now, Pisces, for me, my Venus is in Pisces. I don't recognize this at all unless the universe decides to surprise me somehow. I have to check to see where Uranus is. But this does feel like a soft energy, like a passionate energy. And for some, maybe you're meeting somebody today. Just saying. I ain't, but maybe you will. Okay. If you chose card 2, Page of Swords. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. To me, this is a very analytical mind. It is a page. Doesn't have the experience. He's learning. He's learning critical thinking. Maybe even doing some research. Studying. Some of you, maybe you're in school. You've got homework. And you're doing homework, whatever. Or perhaps if you're in college, you've got class today. I don't know. It could be as mundane as, reflecting on your school studies and what career path you want to take in relation to that. That's for someone. Others, maybe you are researching something that interests you, especially with the way the dice is with that creativity. Analyzing something, saying, I want to build a birdhouse. I'm just using a birdhouse as an example. I want to build a birdhouse, but I need to research online on what materials I need, on how I'm going to do this, what style birdhouse. That's an example, but it feels like researching something today and tapping into that creative side in the process. Or some of you might be keeping an eye on something as well, maybe even on social media. I just got to call a spade a spade. Maybe you're watching somebody or somebody's even watching you on social media. I just got to throw that little tidbit in there as well. Okay. Card number 3, if you chose card 3, it is the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles is a card of planting seeds. It's a card of waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for those seeds to take root and for that tree, that plant to bear fruit. This could be you've planted the seeds and you're waiting on some sort of result. This is a card of patience, needing patience today for something to come to fruition. This is a card of also caring for that plant and making sure that it grows. It needs to be watered. It needs to be fed. And in relation to the dice, this could be planting seeds for your future and to set things into motion. You've got to nurture the soul as well. Tying all 3 cards together paints a different picture. It feels like a critical conversation that you're having with somebody that you may have a deep soul bond with. And it's been a conversation that's been needing to come out for a long time. And it feels like today may be that day that you guys can sit down and you reflect, and you need to look at yourself and say, okay, does this path of this relationship fit the direction in which I see my life going? Is this the right partner for me? If it is, I need to see where I fit into this scenario, into the other side of the family per se. I need to see where I fit into my person of interests life. Am I a priority? Am I second best? There's a lot of analyticals here. But this does not feel like a brand new relationship. This feels like one that's been around for a while. Maybe you've been waiting on something from this person, some kind of progress, and it's been extremely slow. So this is a day that you're sitting and you're either having this conversation with your significant other, or you are sitting there thinking to yourself, how do I really fit in here? Or how does this other person fit into my life, my plan? Are they the right one? Okay, that's that. Now we're going to move into, if today is your birthday, this is your overview for the year and your main energy for the year. How many times has this happened when I've done the daily reading? The Lovers card, where the Lovers showed up here and also showed up in one of the 3 options. So your year is centered around choices and decisions in regards to your soul tribe, the people you are connecting with, your partnerships. Then we have the moon. Okay, the moon energy is that mysterious energy. That moon energy is kind of like the unknown, and I feel like today's daily for everybody else could kind of fit into your whole entire year. I feel like that there's a lot of uncertainties around certain partnerships and relationships for you. And today is going to be this year is going to be a year of diving deep into your emotions, diving deep into your deep, heartfelt connections. It doesn't feel like, and I say a deep soul bond. This is a soul bond, but this is analyzing things. It's almost like, I don't know where this is going. I don't know if it's going anywhere. I don't know if this is serving me anymore. A lot of I don't know. And I think this year is a year of you figuring it out. And the moon card is also not just mystery. And I'm not feeling the side of deception on here, or things not being as they seem. Well, that could be. That could play a part, that on the surface things look one way, but deep down there's something else going on here. And you're being told that you need to take a deep dive this year. Deep within yourself. Because the dice were all about self, right? A deep dive into yourself. Into your emotions. Pisces is ruled by the moon. Is water. Okay? And that water energy, or I think the moon is one of their planets. I think Uranus might be another one, but I have to double check that. I'm not always 100% sure on rulerships with astrology, just so you know. But it just feels like some shadow work on your part involving your relationships. Okay, that wraps up today's reading. If this resonated, let me know in the comments. I like reading your comments. And until the next reading, stay safe and stay on your path of enlightenment. Love and light.